Hello, Mr. Merchant. What do you have for us today? Let's take a look. Diamond picks, leather tunics, boots, spruce. We got some books, paper, diamond boots. You're getting bougie today. Leggings, iron, and we got some beets, potatoes, baked. Okay, nothing great. I'm really hoping to get rid of some of this armor. We have so much armor, and luckily I can get rid of all 5 of these iron legs. So let's see what we get today. Look at all this beautiful armor. Here you go, Mr. Merchant. Alright, so just in armor, we got over 2 stacks. Alright, so not much more. We just got the spruce and the beets, so that's not too bad. That's another 40 emeralds, though. Turn them into blocks, and then we add it to our stash. Yeah, like I needed to do any of that. I'm honestly to the point where I'm just trying to get rid of villager items, because that place gets quite full very fast now. And with that, it's not a huge storage room. That's the problem. We will expand it here in the future, but today is not that day. Today, we are going to be working on a barracks. Now, there's a couple different things that I wanted to work on, and I just couldn't figure out which one I really wanted to do, because, there's a lot of projects. There's a lot of projects. Now, I designed a barracks on Creative. I played around for a long time with it. And, well, it turned out not to be a barracks. There's going to be another very, very large project, one that's larger than the library. And I will only be doing videos on that one, just for the pure reason. It looks amazing, and it's going to be fun to build. I don't know if I'm going to say it's larger, but it's going to rival its size, that's for sure. I think it is bigger. Yeah, it's quite bigger than the library. So that's going to be fun. It was supposed to be a barracks. But then I just kept building and building and building and building a little bit more. So yeah, it turned out to be something pretty grand, and we'll be getting into that in the future. So be looking out for it. But today, we're doing the barracks. I don't have a design. I have a layout or just like a general idea. It's not supposed to be huge, I don't think. We don't got a huge area in here. I want some houses over there. We're going to put the barracks in this corner for the pure reason I'm going to put a gate right here, and then they can also walk around over there. And I'm going to do patrols and whatnot, so this is going to be a nice spot for it. Now, remember, this outer wall here is quite a far ways away from the village wall. So, we got quite a bit of space here. That's going to be empty. It's not going to be empty, but it's not going to be, filled with stuff. So we can put decorations like maybe like a training yard or something like that back here. But let's go ahead, let's do a little layout. I'm going to have to wait for daytime. I'm going to go chop the rest of my wood. You saw that when I walked in. Yeah, I needed spruce. I ran out. Yeah, I ran out. That's impressive, because I had 2 double chests full like 4 or 5 episodes ago. So I'm going to cut the rest of this down, let it become day, and we'll do a little layout. Okay, so I sat here and I was thinking, what needs to happen around our city of Timberkress? Now, there's a long laundry list of to-do lists, so let's go ahead and pop one up here on the screen. And first off, we're going to have a storage room. Obviously, this storage room where we're standing right now really needs some work. This is going to be the storage room that we're going to use for the rest of all of this series. Now, that's not including just Timberkress. That's including just the whole realm of Arger in general. We're going to get waystones. I don't know if I've said that yet. We're going to put a nice little waystone right here, and then that's only going to be when I get other cities. That way, I can go to the totem in the other city, teleport here, grab stuff, go back. That way I don't have to move this whole storage room again. That'd be very nice. And, so this is a big deal for us to have, so we should, make it look nice. And we need to go ahead and finish the library. There's a lot of things that need to be done, and we also need to fix that lumber yard, that really ugly crane. I would really like to have that done. I want to go ahead and add some docks, some ships, stuff like that. A lot of terraforming needs to be done everywhere. I mean, there's quite a few spots that, just aren't right. It's just there because the structure's on top of it. I just haven't made it look pretty yet. Timberkress Grove. I really want to add that. That's going to be a really big park next to the tavern. I'm very excited about that because, I don't know where the inspiration came from, but it just popped into my head and I'm very excited about it. We need more greenery around the place. More trees, more bushes, more life. to the city, right? So there's a lot of the paths are just flat, and I need to find a way to make them like more depth, given with a little bit more depth. That would make me very happy to see just a lot more detail around our paths mainly. So a lot of greenery is expected. We need to go ahead and expand the villager storage room. Now, we talked about that earlier in this episode. It's very small. And, you know, now that I got rid of the mine shaft behind it and moved it, we need to go ahead and expand that place because they don't really like it. They get very upset when they're in there because there's not enough space. And not entity cramming, but villager cramming, you know, crowded is, you know, a big issue in there. And especially with just as many chests as we have. I would like to, you know, get that expanded quite a bit. The walls of the city, that's going to be an ever-going project around here. So that may as well be on the list. Eventually we'll finish it. The manor. Yeah, that's the building that I was talking about earlier. That's going to be the King's Manor. It does not have any use to the city. So it's kind of low on the list, but it's something I definitely want. And it's going to be coming soon. Expect that in the next few weeks to start. And so we also need to finish the mines. The mines are pretty much done. I just want to do something at the bottom. I'm thinking like ores and maybe like an elevator shaft that would like pull up material and whatnot. And then forced paths. I'm gonna consider that, you know, because I want our villagers to walk on the paths that we decide. So, you know, right now some of them work because I've, you know, forced them to take them. There's a lot of different ways we can do that. I'm determining whether or not to start using barrier blocks. I don't like the idea of that. Let me know what you think. Because I just want them to walk on the path. But at the same time, I can't put too high bushes everywhere. And so we just have to manipulate things. You know, we can try to figure something out. And then just more houses. I want more villagers. Right now, we're packed to the brim. That's kind of why I wanted to do the barracks. That's going to get rid of 2 guards out of the houses, so that means I can get 2 more villagers. And then I can also, you know, get a few more guards around here and start getting patrols. This place is getting quite large. And I had a cleric die, and I'm very sad about it. So that's quite sad. Oh, I forgot to trade the potatoes. The potatoes, man! I forgot. Anyhow, it's the next day. I'm gonna trade with Mr. Merchant here. Hopefully he has some good stuff. All right, so we got quite a bit. You know, we got all these axes, these cakes. I was gonna say that's gonna be a super unsuccessful day, but you know, we got 2.5 stacks of emeralds out of it. So can't complain. Anyhow, let's get over there and start, you know, designing, getting the layout done with our barracks. You know, it's very hard to do stuff during the day, like building, like all the important stuff that you'd want to do during the day. Mainly because the fact it's, you know, there's so much to do. There's a lot of things to do, and just not enough time, honestly, to do them all during the day. You know, like the trading, you gotta clean stuff up, you know, you're working on all this, and oh goodness. I love it. It's so nice. It's a shame for being a content creator, because now it's dark. And now you have to deal with me building in the dark, and I'm sorry about that. But anyhow, let's start with, I'm just thinking we're gonna have kind of like a big hallway that's gonna have, like, we'll put like a kitchen on this end. We're gonna do, I guess, like some armor stands, that way they can train. And then if we walk down a little bit, we're gonna have a nice big room that's gonna house all 10 people. You know, it's military style. I wanted to do bunks, but you can't stack beds in 1.12 apparently. At least to the best of my knowledge. And yeah, I think we can just like scale them in, you know, put a nice little chest in front of them. It'll look nice, and it'll look very militaristic, I guess you can say. Alright, so this is the layout. I hope I explained it the way I was intending, because this is what we got. So down there, we're gonna be doing our armor stands. Back here is gonna be the kitchen, and here is gonna be the bedroom. Now we're just, like I said, 5 on this side, 5 on that side. Put a nice window there, why not? It's Timberkress. Of course, we gotta have beautiful buildings. And right here, you might notice these big openings. Now, I'm gonna consider this like a neutral space. It's not interior, but it's not exterior. It's just like a covered space is what I'm gonna go for. So a lot of this is probably gonna come out, and I might change the floor up a bit. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some nice arches here. You know, I want this to feel like it's covered. You know, you're protected. You just might not be warm. That's pretty much it. And so what we're gonna have is these paths that come out, and we'll have 2 entertaining areas. Now we'll have like a nice big bonfire area, a bunch of, chairs around it, and then over here we'll have like a nice fighting pit. Put some red sand in there, stuff like that. We'll do a fighting pit on this side, a chilling area over here. There's soldiers. That's the kind of life I would want. So anyhow, we're gonna do that. So, big arches here, raise up the walls. This is gonna be really the only one with solid walls, I think. Because over here, I don't think I'm gonna do like glass for windows. It's gonna be more generic and, basic. So over here, we're probably gonna start with stone as a base. And over here, we're probably gonna start as wood as a base. And then probably put some fence posts and stuff like that in here. So with night upon us again, let me give it a little, 10 minutes worth of work and let's see what we get. Alrighty, so I got the roof in it. It looks fantastic. I'm happy with it. We have this generic looking box, but don't you worry. I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna put windows in, probably 1.5 tall windows in there. I took the spruce off the edge because I don't want to run, like how we do all of our depth on all the other buildings, right? How we have our pillar and then there's something in between the pillars. Well, I wanted this box just to be, well, stone brick. I didn't want anything special about it. So the roof looks really nice. I have to go through, put the spruce in still underneath like we do on the rest of our buildings. And here, it's just flat roof. I'm probably going to put in a hatchway to get up top, probably on the back here. And we still need our beds and all of that fun stuff. But then I have this little tower up front. If we come out here, take a peek. Yep, right there. It'll probably only be 4 tall. Then we'll put a floor on it. Decorate the walls on each side. We'll come up a little bit with some fences. And we'll put a little roof on it. Make it a nice little watch out tower. And, obviously I need fences here. I ran all of the stone brick. We're going to put fences on top of this. I'm tempted to bring it out to here. I think that'd look nicer if it connected up, with each of these pillars instead of being inside. I'm going to push out the stone brick one, put some fences in, and then we can come back and start working on our extracurricular activities out here. And I think it will be really nice. Yeah, so I tried to do this. This looks terrible. It's just way too close, right? So what I'm thinking is, because I changed, this is my second design, and it turned out worse. So what I'm going to do this time is, if we remove a lot of this, we can actually look at what it truly is. So basically, the way that this pitch goes is 2, 1, 2, 1. Well, this time, I think I'm going to come over by 3, down 1, over 3, and then we'll just come down by 1 and put our birch. I think that'll be okay. It's not going to be as low as I wanted, at least this trim, but that's okay. It'll just connect in barely with this, and hopefully it'll look okay. Okay, that looks much better. Look at this tower. I did 2 different things. Number 1, I gave it a ceiling, like normal. Then I also changed the corners to have, our chiseled block on the top and then just a little bit more spruce. Instead of it being a fence, it's a solid block, and it made it look a lot better. I was just really bothered by it. Like, there's something like off, and I could tell something was off. I just didn't know what was off. But that looks really nice now. I also went ahead, put the ceiling in the rest of the way of all of this. That was pretty easy. Like, outside, I'm still not happy with it. Like, I thought I wanted just a basic square, but now I'm thinking I don't. I just don't know what to do. Maybe I just have to put some bushes around it or something, because right now I just feel like it's very bland and boring, especially with all the detail of like this, like that does not match this. So I had to do something a little different, I think. I just don't really want to border on it. I mean, we might end up doing it anyway, but at the same time, that means I'd have to change all of this, and that's not happening. Okay, so that makes it look a lot better. All I did was add 1 more layer. I pulled out the parapet a little bit. I spaced them out 2 instead of the 1. And then all I did was put a little chiseled stone, some stairs, and a little cobble wall in between each window. And it looks great. It looks a lot better. I just couldn't leave it plain. And the only problem is do I want to extend it into here? Yeah, I'm okay with it, because now it does feel like it wraps around. This, I don't know if I'm happy exactly with that, but honestly, if I had my way, I would chop off the top part of the stair and pull it over just a little bit, but obviously that's not something I'm able to do. So I think this looks nice for what it is. I'm very happy with it. I did notice I can also take these out, and honestly, yeah, that looks good. That looks good. I'm happy with this. So let's get a lot of more. We got a little bit more to go. We don't have too much. We just need to decorate the inside, which the inside looks a lot better now with the windows, of course. And then we just got our little entertainment areas. Don't lose another druid. Don't die, please. Don't die, please. I'm coming, buddy. He's gotta wait. Just run. Thank goodness. Oh my goodness. Druid almost died. Granted, he just got healed, but even with a heal, that was 11. Oh, that would have been so sad to lose Garvin. He's a level 100. That would have been terrible. We do need to go and buy the token, though. Oh no, I might not have enough emeralds for it. Alright, so we got the beds in, the chairs in, the lights are in. There are some dark spots. I will put some torches in, but don't you worry about that. We'll throw this door in just like that. And boom, we have a barracks. So now our soldiers will become, like, they'll leave the homes that they're in, and then that opens up the beds. So now we should see, unless they're sleeping, of course, we should see that we, oh, wow, they just teleported in here. I like it. That's haste. Good job. Let's see here. So we got 8 beds. You know, we have enough, we only have 2 guards. But now this will give me an opportunity to get a couple more. And then we can get patrols going, which is pretty sweet. Then we can see guards actually walking around a lot more than we do now. And there's always going to be a guard nearby. That way we stop losing people. Until I get the cities completely sealed off again and like really nicely lit up, we are always vulnerable to attacks. So that is just how it is. But guys, I just realized how late this episode has been going. So I have run out of time. Personally, I have run out of time. I would love to complete this, but we will finish it in the next episode. It'll probably just be the first half, and then we'll go take care of the storage room. How about that? So guys, thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed. Leave me a comment. What should we add? What should I change about this build? If you think anything should be done, let me know. And until then, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great time, guys. Bye.